When you tell someone else to be quiet during the movie, you end up making more noise than the person who is talking, especially if you do it over and over again. Instead of telling the person in class to be quiet, you probably should let the teacher take care of it, because it's going to look like you're making more noise than the person talking. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And today in this video, I have a story for you guys today about the time this girl in my class, for some weird reason during a movie, kept telling me to be quiet, even though I wasn't even talking to her. I was whispering to my friend, and for some weird reason, she kept making more noise than I did. So she literally was trying to complain to my teacher that I needed to be quiet, but then my teacher ended up telling her to be quiet. So this is a story just to teach you guys, you shouldn't tell other people in the class to be quiet. It's a teacher's job, not your job. I get it, you're trying to enjoy a movie, but if someone's just whispering to someone else and they're not even talking to you, you shouldn't even tell other people to be quiet. I mean, it's kind of rude and disrespectful, and it's actually going to make it seem like you're making more noise than the person talking. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And because I won't be using names for safety purposes, we're going to give this girl a name and call her Be Quiet, because she kept telling me to be quiet. So this all started about 22 years ago. I was in the 4th grade. It was, I think, a couple weeks before the last day of school, or was it like 2 weeks before the last day of school? I don't remember when this happening, but I know this was close to the end of the school year. We were watching a movie in class, so we were watching George of the Jungle. I also will tell another story about how there was a cuss word in that movie, and everybody was like, ooh, so that's a funny story I need to tell. And there's also another story where we also overheard another group of kids in the other class had a different video that had a little more cuss words. Anyway, so I'll have to tell that story. Anyway, so we were watching this movie, and I'm sitting, and and my friend's talking to me, and so I'm kind of whispering so I don't disturb the girl next to me. We're gonna give the girl next to me a name, and we'll call her Be Quiet in this video, because she kept telling me to be quiet. So I'm like talking to my friend, and I kind of start laughing, and then Be Quiet goes, and then she says, Mena, be quiet. So what was weird was I wasn't even laughing loud, but I guess maybe because I was sitting right next to her, she kind of was, she probably could hear me laughing, and she probably couldn't hear the movie. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I said it kind of quietly, but then she goes, Mena, be quiet. So at this point, I'm afraid to say something, so I just keep quiet and I go, because I don't want her to say anything more. And then she starts kind of like getting a little irritated with me the entire time, and I'm not even making any noise. I'm not even tapping. I'm just sitting and trying to enjoy the movie. And then for some weird reason, I think she just did this to bother me. As my friend starts talking to me and I'm not even talking, this girl says, Mena, be quiet. So finally, I think my teacher ended up pausing the movie and walks over to Be Quiet's desk and politely tells Be Quiet, be quiet, she is not making that much noise, blah, 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 blah. You're making more noise than everyone else and blah, 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 blah. So you need to stop telling Mena to be quiet, or blah, 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 or you're going to have to sit on the bench at recess or something and blah, 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 blah. But you need to stop complaining about her making noise, because you're making more noise than she is. So finally, right after my teacher whispers this to her, Be Quiet goes, and she doesn't say anything for the rest of the movie. So we continue to watch the movie, and Be Quiet just leaves me alone the entire time. And we just watch the movie until recess starts. And then we end up going to play at recess, and I decided to forget about what Be Quiet told me. So the moral of the story is you shouldn't be telling other people to be quiet during a movie in class, especially when you're at a theater, because that's kind of a little rude because you're end up making more noise than the other person that's making noise. So if somebody is just not really even talking, you shouldn't be complaining about them making so much noise. I mean, I get it if you're sitting right next to them and it bothers you so much, just ignore them. Just don't keep telling people to be quiet because you're going to end up making more noise than other people are. So that was a story about the time this one girl started making more noise than I did in class. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this taught you that you shouldn't be telling other people to be quiet, especially if you're in a classroom, because you should let the teacher do it. And if you keep telling someone to be quiet, you're going to make more noise than other people are. So just keep that in mind. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'll see you in another video soon. If you enjoyed this video, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe.